he's not talking about your interpretation. He's talking about the writers. Anybody can make up blasphemy in the Bible. Anybody.
So you think our forefathers made up blasphemy when
No.
writing the Bible? Is that what you're saying? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Yeah, check this out, man. Stay right here. Hebrew 5 and 12. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12.
Bring it out.
For the time need that
You have a need. It is necessary.
that one teach you again.
You have to get rid of all that stuff you learn in the world. You got to get rid of all that stuff Mr. White Man taught you. All that stuff Christianity taught you, because ain't none of that biblical. None of it. It ain't no such thing as no white Jesus. You know the Bible took place in Africa? You know they took Jesus to Egypt to hide him? I can find a white man in Oak Cliff very easily. Because Oak Cliff full of black people. Am I right or wrong? So if I was to go to Egypt with a white boy during that time, I'm going to point that little white boy out.
Right.
And say, that's him, Harold looking for that little white boy right there. But if you black and you look like everybody else, it's going to be hard to find you. Now, go back to Revelations. Because you said the Bible is up to any private interpretation. But let's see, read verse 1 and 10.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 10.
Bring it out.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
Now this John the Revelator. He telling you what he was doing. I ain't telling you what I was doing.
Right.
He telling you what he was doing. He said, I'm in the spirit on the Lord's day.
And heard behind me a great voice.
He said, I heard behind me somebody talking real loud. How am I probably interpreting that? Read.
Is of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and last. And what thou seest,
Whatever what?
and what thou seest.
Now he finna tell me what he's seeing. Am I privately interpreting what he's seeing? Read.
Write in a book.
He said, write it in a book. The book called Revelation.
Bring it out.
Did I privately interpretate that? Go to 13.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13.
Bring it out.
And in the midst of the seven candlesticks.
See, this is a menorah. That's a 7-candlestick menorah. In the middle of the 7 candlesticks. Am I privately interpreting that? Read.
One like unto the Son of Man.
Hold that, go to John chapter 8 and verse 28. He said, one like the Son of Man. You understand? He said, look, I seen 7 candlesticks, and in the middle of it, one looked like the Son of Man. Watch this. Read.
John chapter 8, verse 28.
Bring it out.
Then said Jesus unto them.
Then said who?
Then said Jesus unto them.
T-Jack.
When ye have left up the Son of Man.
When you have what?
When ye have lifted up the Son of Man. Then shall ye know that I am he.
So who the Son of Man? Read it from the beginning.
Then said Jesus.
Say who?
Then said Jesus.
Who?
Jesus.
Who the Son of Man? Who? Who? Who is it? Speak to your brother. Am I properly interpreting that? Go back. Read.
T-Jack.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13.
Bring it out.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Who is the Son of Man?
clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He had on a garment just like this one.
T-Jack.
That went all the way down to his feet.
Bring it out.
He had on sandals. Read.
And girt about the pap with a golden girdle.
And like I got that purple and gold belt on, his belt was all gold.
Right.
Like what his name is? All gold, everything. Trinidad Jane. All gold. That's our Lord and Savior. Read.
His head.
His what?
His head.
His head.
And his hair.
And his beard. Hairs is a Quaker word that means beard. Am I privately interpreting that? Read.
Were white.
I can't privately interpret white because my hair white. So that's a real thing. That a man can have white hair. Read.
Like wool.
And woolly, like a sheep. Are we privately interpreting that? So Jesus Christ had an afro.
That's right.
Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Give me that in Genesis. Why was his eyes like a flame of fire? See, we got to learn the Bible the way God prescribed us to learn it.
That's right.
Precept upon precept.
That's right.
That way you not properly interpreting nothing. You reading it the way God told you to. See, if I was in T.D. Snake's church, he'd be like, hey, the Lord said Jeremiah was a bullfrog and he was a friend of mine. Now pass the collection plate. And you ain't learned nothing.
Right.
But we ain't going to do that out here. We're going to teach you, bro.
That's right.
Read.
Genesis chapter 49 verse 12.
Bring it out.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
Why was his eyes red?
With wine.
Go back. Read.
And his feet,
Go back and read.
his head, and his hairs were white like wool.
That's not a private interpretation. He had an afro.
As white as snow.
And it was all gray.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Because he drank wine in moderation.
Right.
Read.
And his feet.
Okay, now it's talking about his feet. Now, if you took your shoes off, your feet would reflect your whole body. Your feet would tell me what color you are. If I couldn't see your head and you walk by a screen and I see some brown feet and you came out the screen, when you came out, would your head be white if your feet were brown? No. Your feet gonna be the same color your face, am I right? Read it.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You see that pot right there? What color is that pot? Because that's a brass pot.
Right.
It ain't saying that his feet like brass and he had pots on the bottom of his ankles. It ain't saying that. It's saying it was like unto fine brass, meaning the color.
Right.
What color is fine brass? Huh? Speak to your brother. Read.
As if
It was brown, just like.
they burned in a furnace.
Now, if I burn that brown toast, what color the toast gonna be? If I burned it. Say the words. Use your words. Say it. Yeah.
That's right.
What color Jesus Christ? Don't be afraid. I know Christianity is you perplexed, you fighting with the doctor, your pastor told you, hell, Jesus, why he white? Huh? It don't matter what color he is. Give me that in 1 John.
Bring it out.
Huh? You say it's what? It's strange, ain't it? You never heard this before. God said they're gonna be, Christ said that they're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation.
That's right.
It's strange. Jesus Christ, what? Thank you. Better tell the young brothers that. You understand? Because they've been miseducated.
Right. Bring it out.
They've been taught Jesus Christ was a Caucasian man that looked like a hippie that dirty and dusty with a Roman robe on.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
1 John chapter 4 verse 3. And every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh.
Hold on. Every spirit that don't confess that Jesus Christ came in the flesh. Everybody that come on the planet comes in the flesh. So you gotta confess that Jesus Christ came in the flesh. You have to acknowledge the color of that flesh. Or else what?
Is not of God.
If you don't acknowledge Jesus Christ as a black man from the tribe of Judah, you not of God.
That's right.
So who told you Jesus was white? Because that person that told you that is not of God.
That's right.
Let's go get Song of Solomon. You got some more on that? Let's read that.
And this is that spirit of Antichrist.
That's the spirit of Antichrist. I'm gonna tell you. Give me that sign right there of the religions. You understand? You see, all them Caucasian men who created them religions and they put a white Jesus on a cross is the spirit of Antichrist. They the damn devil. That's the damn devil. You understand? You, the lineage you come from you descend from the greatest people on the planet. And somebody told you you were nothing but a nigga. And that these white folks was the people of God. How you think you got over here? You came over here butt naked with chains on your neck, shackled next to your brothers and sisters in the bottom of a slave ship like sardines. You think the people that do that to you is going to educate you properly? You think they're going to love you enough to tell you that you the son of God?
Bring it out.
You's a damn fool.
That's right. Bring it out.
But your brothers come out here, oh, it ain't no private interpretation. Negro, please. We the ones who love you. We the ones who don't. We tired of seeing our nation at the bottom of society. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It's God says, surely oppression make a wise man mad. Surely. Because we see the condition of our people. We know we God's son and he created this earth for us, but we are satisfied with Section 8. We satisfied with welfare. The world belongs to you. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You are. What's your name? Trey. God said, you are holy to him. That means you separate from every other people he created on the earth.
Teacher.
Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He said he chose you. That means he picked you out of all the people he created and he gave you a constitution to live by that will make you royalty.
Bring it out.
He chose you. You didn't choose God. He chose you.
Teacher.
Read.
To be a special people.
He chose you to be special, but you want to run around here and do what the white man do. You want to run around here and celebrate Christmas because the white man opened up Walmart and put the low price tags on the TV. You want to celebrate Valentine's Day. We all know these things are pagan, but we do them anyway because we following after the slave master. We following right after the white man. He say celebrate Valentine's Day, give you some upside down bull nuts and turn it into a heart, and you love that thing. You worshiping a woman instead of your woman worshiping you. Yeah, it matters. Everything you read in the Bible matters.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
His word